Alrighty guys, thanks for the patience. I actually may end up putting chat on screen one of these days, now that I know how to do it. We'll see. I am still going to be munching on bread, but I ate my main thing, so I don't really like eating that much on camera. So I will be munching on bread, but I did eat my main food already. Did a little bit of walking around and stretching. I don't know how long the rest of the stream will be. I'm not going to try to make it too much longer. I just kind of want to get into Final Fantasy VIII. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get the opening through. Here we go. This one actually might need to be turned up because it's not as loud as The Lost Child. But yeah, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. As soon as I actually play the game. Hold on. Let me new game it. I know how to... Wait, I need to know... The speed is what I need. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a warning before we get into this game. If you've never played Final Fantasy VIII, it is different than regular Final Fantasy games. Leveling up is actually bad for you. So I'm not going to do a lot of farming. I am going to do a lot of magic gathering because that's how you get your strength and your HP up, is by junctioning magic and summons. So I'm going to do a lot of MP gathering and farming, which I'm going to do it on fast forward. But just so you know, there might be moments where I literally just sit there getting a bunch of magic. And that might be a little bit boring. So I thought I'd warn you all that this is how this is going to go. A lot of the times I'll try to do it off stream unless it's part of the storyline. But yeah, FF8 is a very different game. I'm actually going to work on getting the chat up on screen, so I'm not going to talk, but I'm going to do that. Okay, I will point out that I think this game, out of all Final Fantasy games, has the strangest plot line towards the end. Okay, I'm gonna get myself all seated. How are you feeling? Okay, I guess let's be regular squallness. Huh? What's the matter? Take it easy next time you're here. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. Squall. I don't give them weird names. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time, you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, his injury is not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now please come by. Squall, so we meet again. The dramatic facial expressions they have to do because no one talks. Oh, please don't make that sound, computer. That's uncomfortable sounding. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Squall, is there something on your mind? Not really. This girl laughing over here. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. I will always love the music in Final Fantasy games so much. Like, wow. Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There seems to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Good morning. Did you get candy cake? Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Oh, the way you just sat down jolted my entire body. Just be sure you're up in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team as soon as there. No. Any questions? No. Oh, and Cypher. No. Do not injure your partner while training. No. Be careful from now on. No, what? No. No. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. No. And Squall, I need to talk to you. No. We're gonna do something real fast. Hold on. Mama's gotta sit up. I'm gonna get his first Guardian Forces. I think we need to do a tutorial. Oh, yes, we do. Okay. depends which one I want. Excuse me. So they're both equally pretty compatible. I'm gonna give him both for now. Or actually, I'll give him. I used to have like a list of what you should do and where. I think I'm gonna give him just because it's a little bit more compatible. Or I'll give him Shiva. Hold on, I actually have a list somewhere. Give me 5 seconds. I'm going to find this list. Because I actually played this game on YouTube, and I have like a full setup to master it. I don't know if I still have it. I do not. I took it out of my notebook. Okay. That's fine though. We will figure it out on our own. I'll give him Shiva then for now, since I like Shiva. And then how many magics to junction? You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's Seeds exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was going to go this morning, but ciphered. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Now let's get going. Oh, if you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. Already did. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. Yeah, we already did that. Actually, I'm gonna put both on him right now. So I'm actually not sure which one is better for him. I don't think either is like his type. I'm late. Did you finish the other one? What you hear in the background is her yodeling. It's really cute. Careful, honey. I'm gonna bake cookies later for Santa. Yeah, we're gonna bake cookies once Daddy gets home. Careful, honey. No. Yeah, we gotta wait till Daddy gets home. There. I'm sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. Oh yeah, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Oh no, this place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey! I just transferred here. Do you think you can give me a quick tour of this garden? Sure. I probably should have said no because I just want to get out of here. But you're just going to show her to the directory. Can we speed up already? Oh, yes. That's the directory. Well, this is it. Olive Garden is pretty big. It's a pretty good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and you select it. Of course, selfie. It's obvious. Dormitories. These are all pretty obvious what they are, so I'm not going to read them all. That's basically it. Everything's pretty obvious about what's where, so I'm not going to worry about reading it. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. And maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training in my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us. Thanks a lot. Okay. I'm just testing out all the buttons here. Does he do anything? Here doesn't prove anything. My goal, just for today, is to get to the fire cavern. And then I probably will just leave it there unless it puts us automatically in the next mission. Eat a piece of bread. But I don't plan to do too much longer of a stream, just because, especially with Final Fantasy and reading them, it's gonna hurt my throat. This is what I've already been doing as the junction system. I will explain the junction system as I go. I don't think the game does it as well as I can. I don't know how to skip this. Okay, there we go. I'll explain junctioning as I go, guys. Basically, like I said earlier, leveling up doesn't really give you good stats. It doesn't really give you much. The way to improve HP, MP, strength is by drawing magic from enemies and then junctioning it onto yourself. And GFs have certain abilities that will help with that. So that's what we're going to focus on. And I'm actually going to give her one. I don't think he really needs magic, so I'm going to go ahead and give her. We're actually going to look. I don't think we can do their abilities yet, but we can. Okay. We're going to give them a boost. And boost. So, as we get more magic, I'll show what junctioning does. Right now, we don't have a high enough amount of magic. We've done 99 for the results to be good. So we'll wait until we junction a bit more. Which I'll show you by getting some monsters out here. Okay, we're going to be at this for a little bit. And Sarah just takes forever. Imagine doing this without speed up, by the way. I used to sit for hours just doing it. It's a lot easier now. Oh, I need to set it where the cursor automatically goes. I will do that afterwards. Let me just check. Almost halfway there. 50. Oh. I think this down. This is kind of getting me ahead. I'm going to turn it up for you guys. Just tell me if the background music's too loud. I'm going to do spin. Almost there, on fire. Oh no, you can get 100 of everything. That's old Final Fantasy rules that you can't. Okay, now we know what I'm scanning for him. And fire for her. It's a really long process, but it is definitely worth it for this game. You rely on these. Sometimes, and the scans will get better the more you do. Hers is pretty good. She's on fire. That's a card. These are hearts. I want my brother to teach me how to break the game last boss and save it instead of chance. Oh, I can tell you how to do that. I'd say if you want to learn how to break it without, like, cheating, we'll pick it up. Goodness. The easiest way to do that. Did Holy Wars playthrough? Thank you. I'll say if you want to learn how to break the game, follow me because I'm going to play the whole game and I'm absolutely going to break the final boss. But I would point out the best way to do that is there's a certain setup of magic that makes basically when you junction it makes you invincible. And I will be doing that this playthrough. I will also be getting all of these summons that I can. Those also really help, and leveling the summons all the way up. I never really have an issue against the final boss. I did the first time I played this game, but I didn't understand. I'm doing a low level run. I'm going to try to only level up when I have to, which is basically killing things after I'm done taking magic from them. But I'm absolutely doing a low level. It makes the game a lot more like bearable. I've done a high level run and it's not as fun. Also, since I'm streaming, a low level run is great because I can just run through it. And I would absolutely love to just run through it. But yeah, definitely doing the low level. I tried all high level magic on low level run on the best junction. Nothing. Game's tutorial is horrendous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I basically skipped the junction tutorial because I'm going to explain it as I go. Viagra, Blizzaga, Thundaga, none of that is going to do shit for your junctions. That is not set up for strength. Things like Holy, there's some other ones, Silence, Asuna, things that you wouldn't assume are going to be good. Full Life is really good. Full Life on HP. Yeah, those two, yeah. Full Life and Meltdown. There's other big level spells that you can only get in certain areas that are going to do awesome. I think Doom, I don't know if Doom or Death is one, but they do really well as well. The biggest one I have to say is Asuna on defense because it protects you from getting poisoned and stuff. But yeah, the game's guide doesn't actually explain things as well as it should. It doesn't focus enough. But I'll definitely be going through and I'll be explaining junctioning as I go. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a tutorial on it once I get them stocked up a little. I was hoping to break the game level 100 with stat bonuses per level and stack magic junction percentage stats on abilities. I mean, that would be awesome. I'm just gonna break the game on low level with just doing what I can. I still end up finishing the game on level 40, so I don't end up low leveling it that much. Oh, yeah. We are gonna do pretty good. How close are we? Oh, so close. So close, guys, and then we can talk about the junction system a little bit better. Also, in case no one knew, I didn't even need to go on the last page of my brother's save. Yeah, if you have it on the right stuff, you won't need save. But in case you guys haven't noticed, with the you need summons to do draw. You need to have summons junction to you, or you can't do anything. Shockwave Pulsar makes it the worst. Yeah, that it like definitely hurts. Let me see how much she has. Okay, we're good. Kill it. There we go. Also, another way, I'm going to point this out, another way to get magic without having to draw is to take items and turn them into magic. It makes it so easy because then half the time you can just turn on no encounters and just run through the game. It absolutely makes it brilliant. Later on, when I get items, I'll absolutely just turn them into magic, and I won't worry half the time about encounters. I got each phase of my brother saved 5 times, 999 each time, and it was over. There's certain kind of thing you have to do. Also, I don't know if you know this, but the higher level you are, the higher level the enemies are. That's why people do low level saves. It's not that just leveling doesn't give you points very much, but as you level up, everything levels up with you. So if you go, okay, I'm just making sure everyone knows this. So if you go into the final fight, level 99, you're gonna get murdered. That's why I like going in lower level, because then she can't do as strong of attacks. We're gonna see what beach monster there is. Oh, I want to talk about the junctioning system. Other than junctioning GS, which we already did, I'm gonna talk about these. You see how it goes up? That's what you want. You want things going up. But also, when you junction something like, say you junction fire, if you junction fire to your hit, you're gonna do a fire attack. I just heard from a speedrunner that without leveling junction properly, high level, low level, you need holy wars. No other way for low level. I think I've gotten holy every time. I have a list, I just can't find it about like where you're supposed to put what. For now, it doesn't really matter because I'm in the beginning and I don't have anything good. But yeah, hit. If you put anything on hit that's an elemental, it's going to do elemental damage. And these, it's not going to let me because she doesn't have it yet. But these also, like you have elemental attacks. So you have to decide. This one, you're constantly going to be changing what's junction to it. Because things are going to be changing about what you need to be hitting at. So, but for now, we're not going to worry about elemental stuff. Because nothing is going to be hard enough. So we're going to give her higher magic. And we're going to give Squall higher spring. Just 1 to 3, I had no problems with triple on strength and cure alcohol and health. Yeah, really, you can go through the game with pretty much anything. It's the end boss that you need to like get everything for. The end boss is always hard even on low level. So the trick is just getting all these magics for endgame, which we will be getting. Right now there's not much magics you can get. I'm gonna do a couple things on the beach, in the forest, and then we're gonna go to the cave. I'm actually gonna kill one of these. Chrono Trigger I finished this month. I've never actually played Chrono Trigger. I'm gonna kill this though. I only need one. It doesn't want to die. I don't want to overkill it. Okay. Because I only need to have one to get the magic going. All I'm going to do is say, I'll hold it over. Furniture is better than most FFs today. You mean like FFs today, like 15 kind of FFs? Because 7's awesome. I just finished 7. Seven is my favorite. 8 is good. 9 is good. I didn't understand it all. I couldn't beat it. 10's annoying. I personally love 10. 10 was my very first Final Fantasy, and then I played 7. I actually really love 10. I have to say 10, 12, 7 are my top ones. 8, 9 is... 8 is weird, though. 8's got a weird plot. I feel like it's got the weirdest plot out of all of them. No, don't come in. I forgot to set up their automatic thing. I have to say 13 is such bullshit. My favorite character is, like, really the only person I know who thinks has the best. Zell. Zell's my fave. I love Zell. He's a cutie. I have to say say my favorite character of all time, though, for a Final Fantasy game, is either Vincent or Balthier. They just have that personality type that I adore. Cloud is a close one, too. How you doing? Oh, you're almost there. Come on, you can do it. He's battle stabs. He's one of the bravest. He's just a big old dork. He's the only blonde that isn't super annoying. Except for Cloud. Cloud's a great blonde. Oh dear, I'm still getting there. I wish his draw was a bit higher. FF7 is so easy to break into a double cut. Yeah, I finished FF7 with no problem. I've always finished FF7 with no problem, though. I might not finish going for sleep just because it takes forever, and I believe there's other opportunities to get it. But we'll see. 9 is super easy too. I mean, they're all easy if you know what to do. I don't think I've struggled with any Final Fantasy game. Double cut FF8 would be disgusting. I don't think it would work well. She's actually really good. Her draw thing is much higher. It is. Double cut and slash all together are pretty good. She's getting through this so much faster than he is. I need to get his draw percentage up because she's so much better at it. I think it has to do with magic. And he is sucky at drawing anything right now. Ultimation's last page is hard because she's scripted. Oh yeah. I have to point out, she's the only Final Fantasy end boss that is a struggle. Like, most end bosses are easy peasy. And like, that's why they have like, special side bosses. Not sure about it. If you can Apocalypse, you're fine. Who does Apocalypse? I can never remember anything. I have a strict party I use. Oh, I'm gonna do the draw. That's fine. We didn't get them all. FF9? I don't remember if I found anything difficult or anything annoying. And the other one, 9? Do you need to break 9? I honestly, I think it's 5 more. Hold on, I'm gonna get Blizzard real fast. I don't remember if I ever broke 9. Give me your Blizzard. You couldn't just give me all 5 at once? Come on, game. There we go. You both just slam in your good taste. I was about absolutely flying into the last area. I don't think I've ever struggled with 9, actually. But I don't know how you're supposed to break it, I just know getting all the abilities is super useful. But I don't remember. It's been a while. 9's next on the list though, so we'll see. Oh, let's learn the stars. Good. You guys need to learn. I saw YouTube videos, people have like massive auto gen. I don't know, super speed. Oh! There's abilities that you can learn from equipment that give you auto regen and auto haste. That's probably what it is. I've used that too. Not so much the auto haste, but the regen's really useful. Let's get this so we can start getting items, because you want to get items and turn them into magic. That way you don't have to sit there drawing all the time. That is super useful. We are going to do that. And I think she has one too. She does. I'm going to turn off the encounters. Yeah, I know weapons learn abilities, but I don't know how to use them. The game doesn't explain. Oh! Okay. You're probably going to want to know this because FF7 is going to do the remake is going to do the exact same thing. If you go, when you equipped armor in 9, and you go under equipment, no, you go under abilities, and it'll show you the abilities. And you can click them to put a little gem-like thing, which means you can use it. And you have to keep that gem-like item on it until it gathers enough experience and then becomes permanently yours. That's where the issue is, because they don't explain it, you kind of have to figure it out. But it's one of those things where you have to constantly keep that item on you until it earns enough experience, and then the ability will become permanently yours. FF7, the remake, is going to be doing the same thing, where you can have new slots in weapons, and you can keep abilities off of weapons for the next weapon. So it's just basically you kind of have to decide what abilities you want, because you're not going to be able to level them all up unless you spend a lot of time. FF7 Remake is kind of doing the same thing. They're going to have it where you can level each weapon up, and then once you level that weapon all the way up, you can keep its abilities. That's not going to be material-wise, but you can keep its abilities, is how it was described in the summary on the picture where it shows the weapons. And the weapon abilities are basically just going to be like extra strength, extra magic, extra slots, and then you can bring that open to a new weapon. So you could say, take Buster Sword, level it all the way up, get Nail Bat, which has no slots, but because you leveled Buster Sword up, Nail Bat will now have slots from you leveling it up. That means you can get more and more and more and more slots. Just gonna farm the ultimate weapon by then. It sounds like it will stack insanely. It's gonna be crazy. My biggest concern is that the levels for your characters aren't gonna travel over between games, and I'm kind of hoping they are. I'm kind of hoping the remake doesn't be something weird and make you restart at level 1 every time. That would be weird. I just can't wait for Vincent. He's not gonna be in game 1. Can't wait. I'm super excited. I'm going to get the pre-order for 7. And I'm going to get it the night before so that I can have it downloaded and play right when I wake up and stream it. What do you guys got? I'm going to get rid of these bat guys. first. I think max level for me is going to be like 30, then part 2 is 60, and then part 80. Yeah, I'm hoping it's like, have you ever played the Dot Hack games, where the level transfers over? I'm hoping that the remake is going to be like that. But the issue is they've said that Remake 1 is a full game on its own. And when they say a full game, it makes me think that they're going to be doing this weird start over at level 1 every time thing. It'd be nice if they had like level caps and they transfer. That's my hope. That's my hope for FF7. Seeing other RPGs and being like, oh, that's common sense. Let's do that. But we'll see. They haven't really discussed that. Oh, here. We need that. What is this one? Thunder. We're almost prepared to go fight the boss guy. Almost there. I forgot to set it again. Every time I talk, I forget to do what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm so sorry. I will set the automatic thing, so this is easier. Once part comes out, people have settled with it. I'm sure they'll know the rest. Yeah. And the next game should come easier because they've said they've already started on game 2, and they already have the basis, which was what they were struggling with for part 1, was what system to use, how to build the character models, and now that they already know that, game 2 should come out a lot faster. I'm hoping game 2 comes out within less than 5 years, because I'm really excited. I've been super excited for part 1. I think they should name them though, like part 1 should be Midgard, part 2 could be like Nibelheim. I hope part 2 ends after Nibelheim, because if I don't get Vincent in part 2, I'm gonna be very upset. I don't want to wait 3 games to get Vincent. And I feel like Nibelheim is a big chunk. Like, it goes pretty well deep into the game. Because they haven't said how many parts they want to do. They're like, could be 3, could be 10. They haven't decided on parts. Some people are waiting for the remake and avoiding original. Like, yeah, don't do that. Exactly, because the remake is going to add to the original. It's going to add new things. It's going to add to the story. They're even saying that they want to use stuff from Crisis Core and before Crisis. Like, they want to take inspiration and make hints at that. Like, definitely play the original. The original's great, especially since the remake, because of the rating, there's not going to be blood. That whole blood scene in the first part of the game isn't apparently going to be there. Or at least that's what people worried about, that it's not going to be there, because the ESRB rating did not list blood at all. It listed cross-dressing and language and drinking, but it didn't mention the blood. With the best looking, hell no, it is very clear no plot. No, everything of the character is good and much well. The gameplay is really good. It's not very clear on the plot, but I think that's what they're gonna fix. There's a lot of issues because 7 was originally very well understood in Japanese, but it didn't translate very well out to English. So now they get to fix the translation errors. So that's really what matters, is having good translations. So I'm excited for that. Very excited. I could talk about 7 all day. Crisis Core fills in like 50% of the gap. Yeah, that's why they said, like before they said no, we don't want to use it, and now they're like, yeah, we're going to use aspects of the other games. Because even Vincent's game, people didn't like it, but his fills in his background with Lucretia. And I think that they've also said they're going to take parts of his backstory from Dirge and use it for him. Which makes sense because they gotta fill in Vincent's story a bit better than they did in the original game. I'm not being used no remaster for Crisis Core because it will confuse people. But it deserves a remaster. I don't think it will, but I think it's going to be partially included in the new game. Like, they haven't forgotten it. The soundtracks are better than any games track I've ever heard. It is. Even the remakes game, like, there's so much love. There is so much love given to this game. So much. They have paid so much attention to detail, and it's beautiful. Yeah. There's so much love. Even the remake soundtrack is like, wow. You can tell what was original, and you can tell what they added onto to make it sound way more impressive. I can't wait. What are you guys doing? How are you on Thunder? You're almost there. Also, for junctioning, you guys are gonna have to throw out old magic. There's gonna be magic you're gonna need to throw out. Like, you can't have every level of Thunder because you'll run out of space. There is a limited amount of space in your list. I found that out one time. And so when God stopped reading Cloud's character and main character, he broke until this 3. I mean, he is a main character. He's just a special character. That means they're also going to have more Zack information, and I'm excited about that. His little smirk in the trailer, though, at Jesse was so freaking cute. It was adorable. I didn't get full on Thunder, but I don't actually care too much. Oh yeah, spoilers, because the puddle leveled up. Let's look at what we got for our items. Okay, she can't learn from anything else, and we'll get Sephiroth and Shinra Tower. It'll probably just be a PTSD, but it'll be better explained. Like, I'm also wondering, I know they said this game is just Midgard, but a lot of the concept art that they've shown shows Nibelheim, and Nibelheim, the flashbacks were in Calm, and they said that Motorball is not the final boss. Actually, Reno's my favorite for video game redhead. I'm really upset that he's not voiced by the same person, because Axel from Kingdom Hearts is based off of Reno, and they don't have the same voice actor. It upsets my OCD. I love Reno. All of them look so good. Reno looks great. Song looks wonderful. Song looks so pretty. But, I'm wondering if the game's actually going to end in Calm. Demix looks good too. I love Demix. But I'm wondering if it's going to end in Calm because they've talked about Nibelheim flashbacks. And Calm is where the Nibelheim flashbacks happen, and it's right after Midgard. It looks so like Demix. Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, they said the game is just going to be Midgard, but I'm wondering if it's going to have an ending in Calm. Because they want to bring in Nibelheim, unless they move up the Nibelheim flashbacks. It's like they could also put Vincent in this game. If they decided to change where you get him, they could 100% put Vincent in Shinra Tower. Because he's Hojo's experiment. So I'm curious how they're going to move things around, because Vincent and Yuffie are no longer optional characters. I don't know why I wanted to deny that. That's what I think. Well, I think they would show the flashback, and then maybe have a boss, because they said the end boss is going to be a new boss. They said there's going to be a couple bosses after Motorball. Why would there be any need to have bosses after Motorball unless you leave Midgard? This is all speculation because, honestly, I don't need you to tell me how to jump. Stop it. No, I need to go save. I already know. Stop talking to me. seeing Sephiroth go mad in the remake. Yes! I think that'd be a good place. I also think that because they've talked about every remake is going to be a full game, which means it's going to have a final boss. And I think that the final boss for part 1 is going to be a Jenova part, or Sephiroth, which is still Jenova, because we all know Sephiroth's not really there. So it's going to be or it's going to be that soldier they introduced. I think it would be cooler if you got to fight Sephiroth at the end of each game, though. Please. Even though it's not really Sephiroth. But I think that would be so cool. Magic. You're testing what can go here. Nothing. What about you, my boy? Anything you got better? Oop. Just Cure goes there better. I need to get you some more thunder. We need to save. Sephiroth finishes my big boss. Any Sephiroth, honestly. That's how I think they're gonna end the first one. It wouldn't feel right if it wasn't a Jenova Sephiroth fight. Because that just feels like a good way to end something. Nope, take that off. Okay. So we're gonna do this part. And then the first chance we get to save, we're gonna actually leave it. But we're gonna finish this part first. I feel like that's a good amount. This took me longer than I thought because I've been talking. Instructor number 14. Yes, sweetie. I wonder what I should do for the time limit. I can do this in 10 minutes, right? If I don't fight anything, if AC was so good, I don't know. Never heard of it. I liked Advent Children. I liked Advent Children because I got to see Vincent looking pretty, and I got to hear Nanaki. They had one line for Nanaki, but it was there. Action was good. I have to point out, I saw Advent Children before I ever finished Final Fantasy VII. So, have you seen the new version? They released a new version of Advent Children with new scenes. And it actually improves upon it so much, and it ties it into the story. And it's great. They added a bunch of Reno scenes and Vincent scenes and Cloud flashback scenes. Yeah, there's a new version. I think it's on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called, but it's Advent Children something mix or something edition. But it's a new version. It was done a couple years ago. But it's got added scenes in it. I think it might be Japanese only, but I don't remember. I'm gonna do 10 minutes because I'm not gonna fight anything in here until the way out anyway. I don't care, Priestess. I know you're gonna support me in that when you have to. Whatever. I'm just kidding, trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. Every time I think of Nomura, I see him in those gym shorts. I never watched that, and I don't need that image. Please don't find it. I don't need it. We'll come back and get everything on the way out. I guess I was right. You and Cypher are in a class of your own. We are gonna fight this. You seem confident enough. Come on, Ifrit. Does Ifrit have anything to draw that's important? Picasso is all professional and formal looking. Of course he is. Nothing important. Go crazy. Go crazy on him. She's gonna have her regular attack and heal. And showing Tifa. Tifa looks so good. I never realized she was wearing a skirt in the original though. I always thought that was shorts. So crazy. Not that girl. Ow, don't punch me in the head. Aerith looks so much better than Tifa though. I think Aerith looks fine. She's never been my favorite though. being that Shiva. Yeah. Good sir. Quit it. I really want to see Nanaki though. I am desperate to see Nanaki. Red 13. Yeah, I'm desperate to see Nanaki. I'm always gonna call him by his actual name. I can't wait. We should be seeing him. He should be at the end of the game, but I think they're gonna keep him a surprise. Which is okay. They can absolutely keep him a surprise if they want to. I just really want to see him. Really badly. I can't wait. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a GF. I know how to do it. No, don't explain the elements to me. I know how. No? No. I'll explain it to you guys, don't worry. We're not gonna listen to the game explain it. There's a lot of fire elemental monsters. I know. We go by his puppet name. No, I don't. I go by Red 13. Not Red 13. I go by Nanaki. Or some people say Nanaki. I don't actually know how you're supposed to pronounce his name. Is it Nanaki or Nanaki? Because I've heard a lot of, like, people in, like, Native American culture say Nanaki. And he's supposed to be related to Indian culture. So it might be Nanaki. But we're not going to find out until the remake. Because Cat Sith is going to be Ketchi. In case you didn't know, Cat Sith is pronounced Ketchi. It's Irish. It's Irish and Scottish. And it's pronounced Ketchi. Until 2021, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to hear Ketchi until way later. It's going to be so weird because I've always said Cat Sith. But next year should have Nanaki or Nanaki. However it's pronounced, we will find out. Oh, we should get some Blizzard on, guys. And we're gonna do your strength. 27 is always good. Okay. I can't believe all of you have watched me this long. This is the longest stream I have done in my life. Normally I do like 2-hour streams. But it's Christmas Eve. I did something special. I feel trapped. People will no wonder tripped under makeup poisoning. Or all should be dead. They don't really not choose to live in the slums. Okay. I'm gonna see if anything has anything we need. But I don't think any of these monsters have anything. I don't know. I'm looking at what he's got. Goodness, it's all green. They just make it everywhere. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to hold it. I got the special edition. So. Also, one of the summons in Midgard is the Chocomog. So are we not visiting the Chocobo farm in the next game? Like, I understand the other summons because they just get dropped, but Chocomog made sense where it was. I don't need that. Depends on where part 1 ends. They've showed clips of you using Chocomog, or Chocobo Mog, Chocobo Moogle as it's now called, in the city. So, I don't know. Right? So I don't know if they're gonna have it, or you just won't be able to get anything from a Chocobo this time. Where do you all got this on? I need that. Here you go. Do that. Magic. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now too, right? Go ahead, go crazy, Squall. And after this, we're actually gonna turn it off because I think that was really for gold chocobo overbreeding. So I was never a fan of the breeding. But we got a bunch of new mini games that are getting introduced. So it's gonna be interesting. Okay. Breeding is easier in FF7 original when you know how to skip the racing. I've never had trouble racing a chocobo. There's literally a refill bar. It's so much work. I don't think I've ever gotten a gold chocobo. I've gotten up to like the green, I think. Green or blue, whichever one's higher than the other. Okay, we're gonna go back in. Well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the seed exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. I know. It's annoying because you need a specific gender, with specific mood, with specific teeth. It's awful. It is. I'm hoping they might change it a little for the remake. There's gotta be a better way to do chocobo breeding. Without a guide. Oh my god. Right? Ah, go through! Go! We're gonna go get this part over real fast. And then we'll be done for the day! We won't be streaming tomorrow, guys. It's Christmas, but... I just gotta do this part. I've been listening for like 2 seconds. Nah! It said floor 1 lobby. I don't know why I went up here. I'm thinking way ahead, after he's already taken the test. I actually don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I wasn't paying attention when she was talking to me. I thought it said lobby, though. I thought it was lobby. Am I in the wrong place? Yeah, because I have to introduce Zoe. I won't let you go this way. It's totally the lobby I'm feeling like I'm supposed to go to. That's what guidebooks are for when you get stuck. Sorry guys, I don't know why. I really thought it was the lobby because you have to get Zell and Cypher as part of your team. I need to go to the library to get his sword stuff. So I'm gonna go do that. Maybe I have to go do something else. The small can take us soon enough for now. There we go. Occult fan. Look at the hiccups. Oh no, it hurts. He's throwing a fit over here. Don't know why. Alright. His finger runs this way going. Oh, that's. I gotta change his uniform. I knew it was something like that. Then you go to the hall. Okay, so we're not actually gonna meet up with them yet. We're just gonna go change and save this parking lot. This is dormitories. Okay. So I feel like we got a pretty good distance in. Got level 8. Gotta make sure it actually saved. Okay. So, hold on just a second. Alrighty. Set up a bit more. Alright, so that is it for today's stream. If you enjoyed watching me play RPGs, Final Fantasy, if you enjoy horror, or other kinds of games like God of War, The Last of Us, Nathan Drake, stuff like that, I also play those. So if you really enjoyed watching, you guys still have 12 viewers, like, oh my god. I have more. There's more if you look up who's actually here. There's way more, but it doesn't show all of you. So weird. But if you enjoyed that, please give a follow. I stream Monday through Friday. Sometimes on weekends if I'm not taking the day off. And I'll play more games like this Fridays. I play God of War right now and a horror game. And once I'm done with God of War, I'll probably play something else, like Doom, maybe. I have a bunch of games. I also do Dark Souls and Bloodborne, if anyone is interested in that. So, yeah, leave a follow so you guys get notified, so you guys know when I'm streaming and you can watch it. But I'm not streaming tomorrow because it's Christmas, so I'm going to be spending the time completely with family. I will be streaming Thursday, and I'll be playing The Last Child probably because I'm trying to finish it, and I'll probably finish it that day. And then Friday we'll get the other stuff, and then Monday we'll get back to Final Fantasy VIII. So thank you so much for sticking around for this long stream. And for my rambling. And thank you, Xanark and Lee, even though you're not here, for the raid. That was really sweet of you. If you guys like Final Fantasy, and you like to watch people play Final Fantasy, check out Xanark and Lee and Clash Spirit Chanter. They both play Final Fantasy games as well. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!